I am Adam, the head of QuizzleMania Creative, and welcome to a special City British wrestling episode of QuizzleMania where the big boys are smart boys. I am joined by 4 trivial tusslers taking a break from Friday Night Lightning to compete on Wednesday Night Warfare to work out who will be walking away with this, the CBW Quiz World Championship. Let's, without further ado, meet our players. First up, from Little Glittering Reading, it's one half of the CBW Tag Team Champions. It's Golden Joe!
Joe! Can I get a chant in the comments? Let's have a look in the comments. Who's up for... No, there's some bros.
Bro.
Let me just check that.
Bro.
Yeah, no. There we go. Sean Dunn. Yes. Thank you very much, Sean Dunn, for the Joe chants. Also, thank you very much to... Aaron814. Great comment.
Oh,
Joe
Ollie.
Chance. Andrew Darstry.
This is have some pride, man.
Sean Dunn again. Yeah, Joe, win it for flips. Oh, is that what? Can I see something in the background? Is that the T-shirt of my boy? My best friend.
It's absolutely
God.
heinous.
How?
You're a bad man.
I'm just going to distract me all through the quiz.
You're a psychopath. Hi, Golden Joe.
Hi.
Would you like to give yourself an entrance into the quiz?
Dry ice everywhere. Fog machines up to an asthmatic level. People are having real difficulty breathing near the ramp in the crowd, and there are lasers shooting through as my music, which I can't hear, so we're just gonna have to kind of imagine that.
Boom, boom, boom. There you go.
That sounds like that Craphead Bros music. We could just do Gold by Spando Ballet. Gold, and I come out, and on the WrestleTron there's like me studying, and like I'm getting trained up loads, and I've got the I'm trying out different pens, and it's a montage of me getting really smart, and then I'm just intercut with me being beloved by everybody.
You got the power.
And then all the pyro.
You're in this. All of it. Yeah. Okay. All of it. All the pyro goes off. Even other people's.
Yes. Yeah. A dangerous amount of pyro.
So next up, from Little Glittering Reading, it's one half of the CBW Tag Team Champions, Silver Bro.
I'll give you the hair flick. It's what they came to see.
Bro. They're going mental in the comments for the one true precious metal. Welcome to
my brother is also good. He's going to be a future CBW champion.
The sheer tonnage of bro chants in the comments. You love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. You love to see it. Silver, lovely to have you on the show.
It's a pleasure to be here. Been a fan of yours for quite some time, so it's always nice to be able to come onto a show like this, a show of such caliber like this, and compete against for such a prestigious title.
It is a prestigious title, a very prestigious title. Obviously, your brother is also here. I mean, you're a torn man. You're a man on the horns of a dilemma. I mean, are you going to try and walk away with the W, or are you going to lie down and let your brother take the whole thing?
Look, I've been second place my whole life. Maybe today is not a day to be second place. Maybe I'll be the one going for gold today.
Heck yeah. Love
Maybe.
To see it. Maybe. Should be Joe, though. Maybe.
He did try and he did make me choose between him and my own child. So, it's... some discussions to be had there.
And Golden Joe did that as well. And next up, hailing from Kaiserstadt, Germany, it's Jürgen Flopp.
Unfortunately, it is Kaiserstadt, not Kaiserstadt. Kaiserstadt would mean King City, but this is Cheese City. You don't know anything. What is going on?
I'm so sorry, Jürgen. Obviously, a divisive figure in CBW because of, like that murder you did. But
I did not do any of that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Interesting. Welcome to the show. Let me just have a look in the comments to see. A lot of boos. A lot of boos. Boo this man. Boo. 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 There's boos. Murderer check. So yeah, there's a lot. You're a man who is dividing the comments. How do you feel about that?
Well, I expected this, this divisive reaction. A lot of people have been saying a lot of things about me, and it is not true. I am no murderer. I am merely a CEO of a very successful dairy company, the Muku Corporation. What happened to Kinder Flippy is very tragic, I must say, but I had nothing to do with it. I'm so sorry, everybody, that you have this in your mind, your delusional minds.
What a horrible, horrible man. Not the people's favorite, not my favorite. But thank you for being here, I suppose. Thank you for making the time.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Anytime. Happy to do it.
One final question before I consign you to off my screens and off everyone's screens. There's someone, Titanium Tina, me no like Flopp. So you've lost a very young fan there, probably for life. How does that make you feel?
I think Titanium Tina is not somebody you ask the opinion of. It is what, a little baby? Little baby, Titanium Tina?
She's not even 2.
Not even 2. I don't know how much wrestling she has watched, but clearly not very much. She's only 2 years old.
You do have a dodgy relationship with people's kids. Let's finally welcome, making their debut on QuizzleMania. I have it on good authority that this guy bloody loves a bit of a quiz. It's hailing from Puddington, North Yorkshire, Tony the Milkman.
Lock up your middle-aged housewives because the milkman's on his round. Hey up, partner. How are you doing?
Hey up, Tony. I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Very bloody well. Very, very bloody well. Apart from, trying to enjoy my retirement, they're dragging me out to come on this show, bang on about CBW, just to get some promo on the thing that people should be watching, City British Wrestling. And instead, I've got to put down my White Russian, obviously hold the Russian, to be here to talk about fucking quizzes about wrestlers. What is this show?
It's a quiz show. It's about wrestling.
A quiz show about wrestling.
Yeah.
You know that Jim Cornette guy? He's right sometimes. He is right.
All right. Oh, Tony.
This stuff's killing the business.
All right, Tone. How are you? You feeling well?
Yes, I'm all right, thank you. I'm very well.
Kid died, of course. How's that factor into it?
If you had to care about every estranged child that you had, then I'll never get anything done.
Wow, kayfabe shattered there from Tony the Milkman. Love to see a bit of it.
There's weeks ago.
That's a good point. And a lot of people in the comments are asking, so I am honor bound to ask. I'm sure you will, but the fans are wanting to know if you're going to take this quiz seriously.
Am I going to take this quiz seriously? When this quiz is serious, I will take it seriously.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, Tony.
Welcome.
Lovely to see you. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are our players. It is worth pointing out that they are in character for now. They may not be in character for the entirety of the 2 hours, just in case you're on the fence. We'll judge it, won't we? We'll all judge it together, and probably we'll slide into a nice QuizzleMania. All right, and we are moving on to our final round. It is my personal favorite. I love playing it because it's a board game also, but I love playing it. It's herd mentality. I love this game. It is a direct rip-off of Big Potatoes Herd Mentality, which you can get wherever board games are sold. Absolutely wonderful game. There are going to be 8 questions. I'm going to ask you all to write something down. You're all going to show at the same time. If there's a majority, those people will get 2 points each. If there's a tie, no points. If everyone puts a different answer, no one is the odd one out. But if one person at any time is the lone person putting an answer that no one else has put, they will be the odd man out. Tension here at CBW QuizzleMania. Who will be walking away with the CBW Quiz World Championship? Will it be the current pack leader, Silver Bro? Will it be hot on his tail, Golden Joe? Will it be child murderer, Jürgen Flopp? Or will it be sad dad, Tony the Milkman? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. A fatal four-way. Name the best CBW wrestler. Hold up your pads in 3, 2, 1. So we've got 2 for Golden Joe, 1 for Silver Bro, and 1 for Denimatrix, which means Golden Joe, which means Jürgen and Tony thinking alike as always. You each get 2 points.
Now, the fact
I had to swallow.
We just got points putting Golden Joe down, and Golden Joe himself didn't get points, putting his own name down. Well, that seems like the most fucking quizzing thing that he would do. Outrageous. You're a fucking idiot.
I can't believe it, Ollie. You had it right there in your hands, my son.
I thought you were all going to troll me. I thought you were going to hurt Silver Bro. He's the best.
If you had put Golden Joe down, not only would he have gotten points, but Silver Bro would be the odd man out and might have gotten no points for the entire round.
But it is nice that you did put the truth down.
No, it's very good.
Thought.
It's good, yes.
Oh, that is fucking phenomenal.
Disrespect to our current champion, though.
Oh, Luke, never change. All right.
She's not my champion.
Second question. Absolutely huge scenes here.
Oh my God.
Ollie, you will regret this decision for the rest of your life. Here is the final scores before the last question. In last place with 33, Tony the Milkman. In third place with 38, Silver Bro. In second place with 40, Golden Joe. In first place with 41, it's Jürgen Flopp. Of course, if either of you go odd man out, just worth thinking about. All right.
Oh my God.
Question number 8, the final question.
Oh God.
QuizzleMania. Sully, Ollie, head to head with Luke nipping at their heels and Laurie waiting to go.
I can hear him firing up. It's already on. Together in blue jeans.
Question 8. Which CBW wrestler currently present is the best kisser? So which CBW of the 4 currently on screen, i.e. Golden Joe, Silver Bro, Jürgen Flopp, and Tony the Milkman, which of those is the best kisser? I can't believe it's as close as it is. This is going to decide who is CBW QuizzleMania champion. I'm just going to get this off the wall here. This is what you're fighting for, folks. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, show. We've got Silver Bro, Tony, and Tony, which means
I've had
Luke,
a lot of practice.
You can't possibly be the more odd one out, which means the final scores are as follows. In last place with 35, Tony the Milkman. In third place with 38. In third place with 34, because he got no points for that round. In last place. In fucking last place, because he got no points for that round. Silver Bro. In third place with 35, Tony the Milkman. In second place with 42, Golden Joe. In first place, and new CPW QuizzleMania champion, Jürgen Flopp, aka Sullivan Bo Brown.
It was me the whole time. It was me. It was never Jürgen. It was me. I did it. I did it. Yes!
Can we get a hot dog?
And I thought you were an actor.
Hot dog.
So
The
close to this.
boyhood dream has come true for Sullivan Bo Brown. He is your QuizzleMania CPW champion. Absolutely huge. Can we get a word from the champion?
Entschuldigung Sie. Hello, yes. I feel very happy about this. This is one of the best days of my life. I want to thank my fellow competitors. Silver Bro, thank you for throwing it away in the last few moments there. And Tony, the Milkman, I want to thank you for caring more about your Neil Diamond concert. And Ollie, I really want to thank you. Golden Joe, I really want to thank you for trying. And I'm very happy that we all had such a lovely quiz together, didn't we? What a lovely, lovely time we had together. Wasn't it nice? What was your favorite bit, Ollie? Was it the ending?
My favorite bit was when I was getting all the music rounds really quickly.
Bloody hell. All right.
That's what I'm going to remember out of this.
Oh, shit.
Is that a real bruise?
What's Cody's arm?
What's on his arm?
Yeah.
It's just all bruise, isn't it?
What happened to Cody's arm?
It got very sad. Seth Rollins beat him up a lot, I guess. But genuinely, this is that actually kind of throws this match up a little bit more in terms of like who will win this. Because I could easily see them sort of going like, well, yeah, Seth gets the win, but it's mainly because of the injury.
What happened to his arm?
And his chest. That looks like a real bruise.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they've actually... I don't feel like they would have gone makeup on a bruise, because I think that would rub off pretty quick. They went with makeup.
Okay, so Jenna has messaged us, Mod Mother. Thank you, Jenna, for everything you do. Issued a huge news update today that Cody is legit injured. So I'm just going to check WrestleTalk. I'm going to go to WrestleTalk.com, where I should go for all of my wrestling news.
It's the best place to go. So he's legit injured.
WWE announces Cody Rhodes' torn pectoral muscle.
What? He's wrestling with a torn pectoral muscle.
WWE has confirmed. Okay, I don't know if it's kayfabe or not. WWE has confirmed that Cody Rhodes has suffered a complete tear of his pectoral muscle ahead of tonight's Hell in a Cell show. WWE pulled Cody Rhodes from his scheduled match at last night's live event, replacing him with Drew McIntyre, but he is still set to participate in the match tonight. On the kickoff, Kayla Brax announced that Cody suffered a partial tear during the brawl with Seth on Raw, but the muscle tore completely whilst lifting weights on Friday. Holy shit!
Do we think that's kayfabe?
I don't know. Oh, bloody hell.
Jesus.
Oh, he's found some tools.
You found...
Oh, they're the biggest tool of them all.
Oh, fucking hell. Jesus. Oh, I don't like people hitting people on with a kendo stick on their injuries.
On their torn pectorals, he's torn his booby.
He needs that.
He needs that for work.
For work. I don't think it can be real.
Apparently it's real. According to we're getting comments coming in saying it's real, guys.
SRS confirmed it. Bloody hell.
Jesus Christ. Maybe just I don't know anything about the human body.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know how much more dangerous that is to do than anything else. Like digging it in, it might actually be all right.
I have no clue.
No clue.
But just at the different degrees of, we're just talking
We're
just
talking
exposing
about
our
asses.
complete ignorance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know about medical stuff, but
even so, Jesus Christ.
to wrestle with a torn pectoral muscle is insane.
So not only are you going to be wrestling for these,
Oh yeah,
wrestling.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be wrestling.
Oh yeah. Not only will these be on the line in the following predictions,
Yeah.
but I was just going to do a brief tickle.
Mm-hmm.
But if you lose 1 full minute of tickling,
Amazing. Yes.
you happy?
100%. Oh yes, the contract's been signed.
Right, Sullivan.
Oh, I hate this. So I want you to know, I'm really sweaty. So I don't know what to recommend, mate. Just keep it light. Keep the tickling light.
Keep the tickling light.
If you can. It's a full minute.
All right. Let's sit you in the middle, Sully.
Oh, dear.
Let's sit you in the middle.
Okay.
Let me just prepare. All right.
Here we go. I'm going to keep my finger near the outro button.
1 minute.
Such a long time to tickle
Such a long time to tickle another man. All right. 1 minute on the clock. Starting. It hasn't started yet. It hasn't started yet. It hasn't started. It hasn't Okay. 1 minute on the clock. Starting now.
Oh, a minute's so long. It's so long.
You're halfway through. You're halfway through. You're halfway through. You're halfway through, Sullivan. Sullivan, you're halfway through. You're halfway through. We're almost there. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Vandalian 1998. Just wondering, since Adam let Sullivan have the former interim championship last night, are you retiring or having like your own brand split with one belt doing WWE predictions and the other doing AEW predictions?
Can I tell you my one wish?
The wish I decided to grant you in my sleep-drunken state.
Yes.
Go on.
Can I have that belt? Not that one. That one's yours. Can I have this one?
Would you like to be my Damien Mizdow?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I genuinely can't be asked to carry both of them. We'll put it in writing or something, but I officially bequeath you that title. This one can be for me. Yeah. This could be the proper one, because this is, you know what, this is so much lighter than that one as well.
And the real one can be for me.
All right.
So close.
Sully, I officially bequeath you that title belt. You can have it. You can carry it. Yeah, sure. Your title reign begins here.
Thank you.
Why not?
No. Sully is not a champion. Adam has just given him a belt. Adam is still the Jam That Jampion.
Adam unified the belts at WrestleMania, and he is just gifted a defunct title. It's the Hardcore Championship.
It's not even that.
But it's not. I was going to say it's the Hardcore Championship in that it's not a real belt. Vince McMahon just gave it to Mick Foley as a joke, and then it accidentally became a real title. Only ours is not going to become a real title. Sullivan Bo Brown.
Yes.
My wife and I went on a date.
That is
without the kid.
That is great.
Yep.
That is a very important thing to do.
Yep. The in-laws came up. The kid now sleeps well at night. So they were like, we'll just watch the kid. In case she wakes up, you go to the curry house. Have yourself a curry.
That must have been heaven.
And we did. Oh, Sullivan, we did. We ordered so much food they had to put it on a second table because there was no space on ours.
What hedonistic dreams you
I
two
know.
have.
It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I wanted to get your opinion on this, Sullivan. Do you often go to curry houses? Do you have like a particular favourite?
I don't know. Well, there's one, the Clapham Tandoori I really like. But actually the best curry house I ever went to was in Birmingham, where they gave me a naan bread that was bigger than my own head.
Wow.
And that was, it was huge. it was fantastic. But yeah, I like Dishoom as well. I love a curry house, yeah.
Good, okay. Where do you stand on poppadoms?
I'm pro papadam.
I don't think it'd be a pro or anti.
It's quite a vague question.
Well, the point I was wanted to make was that, like, I think that we are getting poppadoms wrong. Wrongadoms, if you will.
Wrongadoms.
Because
Okay.
poppadoms, if you've not been to a curry house in the UK, poppadoms are served as like a starter.
Yeah.
But like if you go to an Italian restaurant, you get some bread and oil.
Yeah.
We get poppadoms and lime pickle.
Yeah, and mango chutney.
And mango chutney
Yeah.
and a mint yogurt.
Yes.
And some little diced up onions and stuff.
Very nice.
I, on the other hand, think that poppadoms are a meal-long thing.
Explain yourself.
So you get your poppadoms at the start.
Yeah.
Nom. Mango chutney, lime pickle, the works. Love a bit of lime pickle, me.
Yeah.
I also like to use poppadoms as a replacement of a fork when I'm eating a curry.
You've gone mad.
What do you mean? So you mix up some of your rice with your sauce, and you slice off a bit of paneer, and then you just sort of spoon that onto your poppadom and use it as like you would do a nacho with chili.
Absolutely, but you don't need to do this when there's a naan bread, which kind of acts as a similar thing.
Yeah, but I think poppadoms are better than naan breads.
Now you're talking crazy talk. Like before, I've seen it happen. All right, I've seen it happen. I've seen people use a poppadom as a fork. I've seen it happen. Did I silently cry as it happened? Yes, I did. But it's happened in front of me, and it's fine. But to say that poppadoms are better than naan bread is the words of a madman.
Well, I mean, I will go to bat for a Peshwari naan.
Absolutely,
Don't
it's
get me
the
wrong.
best naan.
It's king of naans.
King of naans.
Absolutely. And I think in the hierarchy, it beats out every single one of them.
100%.
Particularly the garlic naan.
Yep.
I've got no time for it.
Got no time for a garlic.
No time for a garlic naan. I think it's too overpowering.
I've got time for a garlic naan, but I think Peshwari is definitely the best.
Peshwari's way forward. Little raisins, delightful.
Oh, fantastic.
But yeah, I like the crispity crunch that you get with a little poppadom. And the thing that kind of annoys me about going to curry houses is that when you finish the poppadoms, I save some poppadoms at the end. But when they think, are you done with the poppadoms? I'm like, well, not that one. They're still going to take away because they look at you and be like, you're going to order a naan, right?
Yeah.
And then when I ordered my food, I ordered my curry, a little tikka paneer dansak, and we ordered our sundries, so much so that we had to use a secondary table. And I said, can I also get 2 poppadoms? And he sort of looked at me like, oh, extra to the ones you're eating now.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, for the main.
But did he say, but sir, you've gone mad?
But sir, a naan.
That's insane, sir. And he quickly hurried over to his manager and said, this has never happened before. Press the button. Press the panic button.
What do we do here? Do we serve naans for mains? This has never happened before.
Everything's upside down.
It's the Stranger Things. I just thought, because when you get a takeaway, you get the naans, so you can have your naan starter at the start. Also, your poppadom starter at the start. But I'm like, oh, this is just a brilliant little spooning device.
Yeah, it is a replacement for cutlery, yes. But is it better than a naan in that situation? I don't know if it is. Okay, now I've got a controversial curry thing. I understand the listeners. I don't order rice.
What?
I just have naan and curry.
Sullivan. But what soaks up the sauce? I suppose the naan.
The naan.
The naan.
The naan.
Naan is the answer.
Yeah. Because I
I just want to keep it to the night. Otherwise, get too full.
It is very funny. I got a full-on bloat.
Yeah.
Because I had, 2 curries essentially and 8 poppadoms.
What could be causing this?
I'm so full. I don't know why. Could it be the 2 curries, the rice and 3 sides, and the 8 poppadoms? No, it can't be that. It's probably the massive cobra I'm drinking.
Nicholas Ward. Hi, boys. Did you know that AEW...
Can I give you a little... I brought these in. So I've got a little package arrived for this.
Down a bit.
I've got something. It's not a bit. I've got these. It's possibly for the set, but they are little special gifts. But so hold on.
Shall I close my eyes?
Yeah, go on. Close your eyes. Maybe we could do the rest of the ultra chats. Oh, I can get one for you as well. Open up.
It took me a while to realize who that was.
Yeah. These used to be Patreon perks for signing up for Fightful Select. And they've got loads of them they were looking to get rid of, so I messaged. And I was like, I will take a couple off your hands.
It feels like all the pictures of Sean I've got at home that I've burnt the eyes out of. Now we just give them away.
Yeah, for podcast listeners, these are Sean Ross Sapp face masks.
I'm not going to do that with you. I can't see the screen.
Also, if we're thinking of like new
Patreon, horrible.
If we're looking for new Patreon perks, masks of our faces. Apparently, it worked for Fightful Select.
I think we should send out Sean ones. Nicholas Ward. Hi, boys. Did you know that AEW is #1 in the UK? I wonder if Pac was going to beat Matthews. Yeah, so they kept on putting that over.
I did not put those 2 and 2 together, but yeah, you're absolutely right. I really should have done.
Don't block the sponsor.
I was trying to stand it up. Right, so, Pete, here is why we decided to lead with this topic. Because I did see some people in the early goings of this podcast going out live being like, there was an episode of Raw. I don't know how this is connected to Raw. Don't know why you guys are talking about this. You should be reviewing Raw. I hear that. I would argue that this is a much bigger news story than anything that happened on Raw. And I think that this is... I mean, I checked. It's like in the top 10 like trending topics on like Google and YouTube and things like that. And that's not me trying to say like, oh, let's capitalize on the clicks and everything like that. It's just, it's clearly what people want to be talking about. It's what people want to be discussing. B, nothing happened on Raw.
Yeah.
Like, I would love for anyone to suggest to me what we could have titled this video that was solely based on Raw. Outside of the pose down was massively embarrassing, but people don't like it when we're negative about Raw either. So like, I don't really know which way we can go here.
You should have done a picture of Austin Theory's bicep with the eyes emoji on it. That should have been the thumbnail.
Is that what I should have done?
That's the whole thumbnail.
No text.
No text.
Not even Austin Theory's face.
No,
literally just his arm.
Just the bicep.
Yeah.
Sideways glancing eyes emoji.
Yeah. WrestleTalk podcast.
WrestleTalk podcast.
1 hour 26 minutes. Shall we see what everyone else has to say about this subject in the Ultra chats?
Sorry, I just looked and I almost laughed when you were talking there, making a very serious point, and I do apologize, but that's just because our moderator Brandon has made the thumbnail that we spoke about of Austin Theory's bicep and a sideways eye glancing emoji.
Well, I mean, Brandon's got it wrong though because there's text on it.
There's text on it. What's the text for, Brandon? What's this about? What's this?
It's not a bad thumbnail.
It's not a bad thumbnail. But also, what's the text for? You just need Austin Theory's bicep.
You see, the thing is, Brandon, you're doing such a good job of following our instructions when we do the news thumbnails. I don't know why you didn't follow them there. Come on,
he also just said, "Sod your text, boys."
Come on, Landon. Thank you, Brandon, for following our instructions. You want to just walk that around and show everyone there? We've got an updated version of the Brandon thumbnail.
What should have been.
That's what it could have been. Think of what it could have been, everyone. Oh, Brandon. Landon, that is wonderful. Honestly,
can we change it to that afterwards?
Apparently, they've announced. Hold on. I'm just going to click this link. Landon has sent across a link for me to follow. Oh man, the reverse battle royal is at Impact Slammiversary.
Oh my god!
They've announced.
No way.
They have announced the reverse battle royal makes its return to Impact Wrestling.
I mean, it worked so well the last time.
Listen to this. 18 wrestlers will start outside of the ring with the goal of getting into the ring. After the first 7 men get into the ring, everyone else is eliminated, and the rules then flip to a conventional battle royal. When the match gets down to 2 men, it becomes a singles match.
Why? There's so many rules.
Yes, I love it. Oh, add an extra step.
just right. Okay. If your goal is to then get into the ring, right? Why does it then flip into a normal battle royal where you have to then get out of the ring again?
No, because the idea is you're getting into the ring to qualify for phase 2, which is
for
the phase
battle royal. So you want to then stay in the ring. Why doesn't it just end with that battle royal then? You just have one winner. Ta-da.
Well, you do. You end up after a singles
match. No, why the singles match, though? But why? That's the bit I don't get.
Pete, you're missing the genius of watching 80 people wrestle around the ring and pretend not to be able to get into the ring. Oh, it's so much fun watching people fighting and be like, oh, I'm nearly in. Oh, no, I've been pulled back out. And the people who haven't got a partner to fight with, trying to find a reason why they're not just
why they don't just get in the ring.
Watching Lance Hoyt walk around the ring and be like,
man.
You big feckin' idiot, just get in the ring.
To be fair, those were the rules last time. We don't know if they're doing the same rules this time, but that's just what the rules were last time they did it. Nate S said, just when you thought the card for Slammiversary couldn't get any better, they announced they're bringing back the Reverse Battle Royal. Luke, I know you're pumped for that one.
I am.
Legitimately, he really is.
They're doing the Queen of the Mountain match as well. So, we're getting the reverse ladder match on the same show as the Reverse Battle Royal. TNA.
God.
Pete, I don't know why you won't get into TNA from 2005, Pete. It's a grand old time. 2005 to 2010 is probably the best era of wrestling ever.
So everyone wants to hear about the Connect tournament, Ollie.
Okay, let me lay this out for you.
Here we go.
Brewery down my road, Truman's Social Club it's called, and they're putting on a Guinness World Record breaking attempt at the largest Connect 4 tournament ever officially logged.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, we've got a board game channel. That's what Adam is really interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Not your cosmic encounters and your
Unmatched
and your
Betrayal of House on the Hill.
Yeah, those geek games. His real passion is Connect 4. It's
clearly.
Guess Who.
Yeah.
It's Monopoly. And thankfully he's starting to get to play those games in the House Rules series now. So I said last week, we should just all enter this tournament and see what happens, make a video out of it. He was very into that. And we got there with no real plan.
Always a good start.
Big sort of aircraft hangar of a hall.
Yep.
With licensed music playing.
Oh yeah.
Which we cannot record.
Nope.
And hopefully 250 people there who would have to sign release forms. And Adam was like, it's still good. It's still good.
It's still good.
And Terry was like, you could see her panicking.
Yeah.
Because she'd have to film it.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's just take some photos.
Yeah.
Put it on social media. So what happened was we just had a nice night of playing Connect 4.
There you go.
Which is an incredible spectator sport.
Yeah.
Because with chess, it's very difficult. Did you watch any chess in lockdown?
I've seen bits and pieces, yeah.
Yeah, it's because the people at that level are so good.
Yeah.
They're thinking so far ahead, I can't get into it.
Yeah.
But with Connect 4, I know the colours. There's red and there's yellow.
Yeah.
And you need 4 of them in a row. So you can invest in it. So the way it was organised, there were about 25 tables. Each table had a group. We were all on the same table, me, Sully, Adam, and Terry. And apparently this woman called Florence who didn't show up, so we all beat her.
Yeah.
And you'd have to all play each other in a group phase. You get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, no points for a loss. The 2 winners went through to the knockout stages. And then you had, at that point, sort of last 16, I guess, quarters, semis, final. Adam, before this group stage got going, was playing us, and he was just beating everyone.
Yeah.
And he, you know his way that he has,
Mm-hmm.
where he's like, "Oh no, you did really good.
Yeah.
Do you want to play again?"
Uh-huh.
Because he just wants to beat you again.
Yeah. Classic Adam.
It was smug Adam,
Mhm.
and it was worse because he was trying to not be smug. And as soon as the tournament started,
Mhm.
he crumbled.
Crumbled under the pressure, man.
So I think he beat Sully, and then I beat Terry. Terry just completely missed something, and I won very quickly and easily. Then I played Adam, thinking like, oh god, this is going to be... Because he beat me like 3 times before. He totally missed one of the same things. So I beat him in like a minute.
Yeah.
So I was freaking Goldberging the Connect 4 tournament.
Hell yeah.
And the same thing happened with Sully.
No way.
I just defeated him in several moves.
Unreal. Okay.
Stormed through the group stages.
Okay, so solid 9 points out
Yeah.
of the group stage. Love
So
it.
I'm winner, top
Yeah.
seed.
Yeah.
Adam, at this point, had... Is a breakdown too strong a word? He kept on wanting to face people. I was like, you're not touching me. I've got momentum right now. I can't lose. I just want to keep the next match is my next match.
Yeah.
And then he faced Terry. She beat him. He faced Sully. He beat him. They honestly played 6 games until he won. And he was in a state.
Yeah. Man, this is like Board Game Club, but in real life.
He properly crumbled.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious.
Yeah, it sounds it. I wish I was there for that.
So, knockout phases, last 16. It's me and Terry versus the winner and runner-up of another table.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, the person I was taking on, it was her birthday, and she had a broken hand.
No.
And all her friends were around her, cheering her.
No, you didn't.
I beat her. But it was actually it was really close. It was so close to the point where I was looking at it and I was like, you've beat me. Because there are about 8 free spaces left. And I was like, I think mathematically you've beaten me. And she looked at it and she was like, yeah, I think I have as well. And Adam and Sully looked at it and like, she's got you, man. You can't win it.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, let's just play it out then.
Yeah,
and we
see how it
started
goes.
putting them in. And we'd all missed this Connect 4 for me. So I won that. I didn't know I was going to win. I thought I'd lost. So it was a very big jump from defeat to victory for me.
Yeah.
And I jumped up and I screamed at her,
no.
happy birthday.
No, you didn't. Ollie. Oh my god.
So her friends followed me around the rest of the night.
Yeah. Booing you, I assume.
Kind of. Yeah. They were definitely not cheering for
Yeah.
me. They were shouting happy birthday at me to try and throw me off.
Yeah.
I guess that's how you feel in the office.
Yeah. Now you know.
So don't
Oh,
worry,
my God.
folks. Karma was quickly... wasn't far away.
Mm.
Then weirdly, because I think they screwed up the structure a bit, the winner had to face the other winner on your table. So me and Terry ended up facing each other again.
Okay.
I beat Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Put me through to the final 16. Oh, by the way, nowhere close to the world record.
No.
There were 100 people there, so they're about 100 people away from doing that. But yeah, final 16 of 100.
Yeah.
I'll take those odds,
Yeah.
especially because I was watching Adam crumble because he wasn't winning.
Yeah.
And that affects him deeply. So I go to the main tables. And at this point, up until this point, everybody else is separate on their own tables.
Yeah.
Now, everybody goes up to the front where there are 4 tables for the final knockout stages.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit down with a guy wearing a Pokemon shirt.
Nice.
And I was like, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I've really locked it through a lot of the rounds. I said to him, I have squashed people. It's not even been close.
I will break you.
He goes first.
Yep.
I go on top. He goes middle, of course.
Of course.
I go on top of him.
Yep.
He goes to the left.
You've already screwed it.
Well, no, not yet.
Okay.
Because then all I have to do is put my
Mhm.
chip to the right of his to stop him getting the dreaded
Sure.
3.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. He beat me in 4 moves.
Amazing.
And when I did the wrong move, I didn't even see it. And I just heard the whole, 100 people go,
Yeah.
and it was actually devastating.
Yeah.
I was so upset with myself. I stood up and a lady came up to me, separate from the women I was tormenting earlier.
Oh no.
Who said in front of everybody, "You're not having sex tonight."
Oh my God.
And I said to her, "Not with you." And I sort of stormed off. I didn't know what to say. I was very emotional at that point.
Oh my God.
She started it though, right? Didn't she? That was a nasty thing to say.
That was. I mean, it's just a lot all around.
It got really intense.
Real intense.
Really intense and rowdy for what was a Connect 4 tournament. I guess that's what happens when it's adults only in a brewery.
Yeah, I guess so. But wow, that's not what I expected that to be like at all. Bit of good, clean, friendly fun. It's Connect 4, you know?
No, not by the end.
Jesus. Happy birthday.
So the person who beat me, no real test of his skill. He went on to the final where he lost. So
Close.
that's a little bit, but you know, if he beat me in a fair fight, I lost because of an unforced error.
Because you screwed it.
I screwed it.
Yeah,
that's very disappointed in myself.
Yeah. That's a shame.
I would have much preferred, obviously, to just valiant. I didn't mind losing. It was the way in which I lost.
I'm sure.
I didn't get to have sex with anyone. I asked.
So, can you just help me, like, prove this girl wrong that said I wasn't going to have sex tonight?
Shut up.
It's literally like...
So I'm playing the Connect 4 tournament.
What a night.
Yeah, it was fun. You
what
missed.
a night. Thanks. Yeah.
Why weren't you there?
I was in the office doing work, Ollie.
Didn't start till 7.
I had stuff to do.
You've been a busy Pete.
Yeah.
The most likely scenario is just that somebody close to the situation knew about it and leaked the story, and it wasn't like corporate espionage and something like
Saucy.
that.
You think we'll ever find out who?
Probably not. I think probably not, because it's actually probably not that interesting. It's probably just some person.
Unless it is, maybe we're
But
wrong.
if it is, and that came out, that would that's spicy.
I mean, technically, all of those like drama TV shows that we watch, it's always like somebody very interesting.
Well, yeah, those are fake.
And I like to pretend life is very similar to TV because that's the only way I get my kicks out of life.
That's very sad. Denise, look at all the fun things that are behind you.
Hey, I work all day. I don't have much drama.
That's true. You are the hardest working woman I know.
I don't have like any, secret dramas out there. I hang out in front of my computer all day like a nerd. So,
yeah, fair enough. I'll give you that.
I ain't gonna tomorrow. It ain't gonna come out that I have a double life and have like another family, or that I'm a secret what's like a very terrible job to have that I would be judged for? Like I'm a drug dealer at night or something. It's not
at night, not during the day though. If you're a drug dealer during the day, it's okay.
Okay, well, I don't know. Do you guys know where I'm at during the day? I'm just saying that I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. What the hell are we talking about?
You're just saying you don't have time to sell drugs.
I don't have time to sell drugs.
That's all you're saying.
Now, if I had time, no, I'm just kidding. This is a family show, and I'm anti-drugs.
I understand.
I don't need rumors now being like Denise is on drugs. Or Denise is a pusher. She's a pusher. You seen Mean Girls?
I actually.
She's a pusher.
I'm gonna put you in my burn book.
You're gonna leak it to the news. Denise is a pusher. She tried to sell me drugs.
Yeah, how much for a gram, Denise?
I don't even know what a gram is. I'd be a terrible drug dealer.
A gram is a unit of measurement.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't know how much it is like physically. What does a gram look like? Is it a spoon? 2 spoons?
Is a gram a spoon?
You need to tell me in spoons. And is it a little spoon or a big spoon? I told you, I'm bad at any of like math, measurements, fractions.
I need a spoon of drugs. 1 gram spoon.
Tempest, come back. You're supposed to be hosting hosting this show. Okay, fine. Describe to me how would you tell me, Denise? I need a gram. Okay. Should I give you a half a cup? What's going on?
Bro. Whoa.
A handful?
I needed that. I wasn't expecting to laugh on this show. Thanks, Denise.
You're welcome.
You in the
just here to make people's lives better.
And Fire Batman says the show should be called Off the Rails with 3 grams Salcedo.
What?
3 grams with Denise Salcedo? Yo, that's the next show. I'm putting that on the list.
Watch, I'm gonna learn everything there is to learn about selling drugs, and I'm gonna be an expert. I'm just not gonna do it, but I'll know the information.
Just not gonna do it. You're gonna write a book called "If I Sold Drugs."
If I sold drugs, this is how I would do it.
It's the sequel to "If I Killed My Husband."
Oh yeah, and then that lady came out that she killed her husband, right?
I know, right? So
then it's gonna come out that I'm a secret zillionaire because I sold drugs.
Well, Tempest, how have you been lately? Because I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I don't know how long it's been. Did we do a show last week? No, I was off last week.
No,
2 weeks. I don't know.
It's been a while. I don't even know. It wasn't even 2 weeks. I think maybe 2 weeks. It's been a while. It's been a while. I am good because I realize I can put this into the back end because I have access to that sort of thing. I have been greeted by a visitor many times this week, and this visitor is my new friend, and interesting. Apparently my laptop is so full I cannot download a photo. So perhaps there will be no photos of the new WrestleCat. I am now sad. Thanks, my garbage technology. Here, old-fashioned way. Here's WrestleCat.
Yeah, nice.
This is the friendliest cat that I have ever met because it was 2 or 3 days ago, and we've got a little side door. It's in a carport. And my dad goes to step out, and he's like, whoa! He steps back, and this is still early, and I'm not really paying attention, obviously. And I kind of look. So I'm like, what are you yelling at 9 in the morning? And he looks, and because we have a little table, right next to the door, door. And there's this tiny little kitten sitting on the corner of the table, waiting for the door to open so she can pounce and get in the house. And he was like, "Whoa, get out of here! What are you doing?" And so we go out the front door and we go around, and she's just hanging out. And tiny little kitten. She looks like she's probably 6 or 7 months old. So she's not itty bitty, but she's not full grown either. And this is the friendliest cat that I've ever met. This cat doesn't have a collar. And it's just been coming around the last 3 days, and we'll put a little dish out with water, maybe a little bit of food. And I was just sitting out there yesterday morning, and I was like, this is a sweet cat. This is a real friendly cat. I'm a big fan of this cat. And I was just sitting on my little patio chair, and she just came over and hopped up right on my lap and curled up, and we had a nice little snuggle. And I was like, well, this is my cat now. So I've decided that is my cat. And I have named that cat Wanda.
I saw why, but I'll let you do the punchline.
Because she wandered over here.
Hey!
Who said we got rid of Andy Datson from this podcast?
He lives on through cats and cats alone. Well, that's adorable. That
so
is a very
sweet. Ooh, every day I keep it really is like a relationship. I come out and it's is the cat gonna be there? Am I gonna get stood up today? Is my cat friend gonna come and see me? And then it's been 3 days in a row, and the cat will come back again. I'll be like, you do care. Maybe you're just getting food and that's all you care about. But she hopped up on the little patio furniture box, and I was just scritching her little face, and she was purring, and I was like, well, you must be liking some part of this. Otherwise, but I was just this little creature that just wandered into our backyard and just decided that she lived here now.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
I'll just walk
just
into some
wander
person's
somewhere.
place and they'll just be like, "Who's a good boy? We're gonna feed you." And I'll be like, "Yes, please."
Okay, but you get to do that, but the people are all giant.
Yeah. I mean, everyone is giant to me, Tempest. I'm very small.
That's fair. That's fair.
Brooks Jensen's not it. He's dressed like a discount smoking gun. He looks like Billy Gunn before the vitamins. He is not it. I'm sorry. Put him with Gacy. He's the one who'll suit more being with Gacy. You know, his dad was easily, led in a cult, is in the blood. He was easily led into being a truth commission. He was easily led by Big Boss Man. It's in the blood. Let him be led in by Joe Gacy. Von
You said the word. You said the word. You said the word. You said his name. So we're going right into it. It's time. It's time. It's SPGacy time. Love is blind. The grass is greener on the other side. Back in a dark room backstage, it's Joe Gacy and the Dyad. Ready? Are you ready? You ready for this?
Yeah. No. yeah, I'm ready.
I offered each one of you purpose, and you have surrendered yourself to me. You left everything you once known behind. Your home, your family, all aspects were laid to rest in a realm where everything was measured by fame and championships. When you discovered that it was all just a pipe dream, you found yourself questioning your own abilities. You were planning on packing and going home, but I was there for you. I was the one who showed you the light that is inside of you. You were reborn, ready to take on the world. And you no longer look at yourselves the same. You may have tasted gold before, but without tension, gold is flavorless. When you return to that same glory, the fruit of your labor will be delicious because it will be cultivated by an unmatched strength. Now that you two have come together under my guidance. Love is blind. The grass is greener on the other side. Okay, but this was the biggest red herring that he was talking to the Grizzled Young veterans. They tasted gold before the NXT UK Tag Team Championships. They were thinking about leaving and packing home. You saw the social media posts by James Drake and Zach Gibson, but it was Joe Gacy that kept them here. How dare you try to slander Joe Gacy? All he does is good for other people. He saved us from losing the Grizzled Young Druids.
I got a surprise for you. Continue talking for a few seconds. I'm gonna step out the room and I'm gonna grab something and come back. Do you want to be surprised?
Sure, go for it.
Good. Yeah. I'll be back, guys. Legit.
But yes,
it's a great surprise. You're gonna see it.
You can let us know what you guys think. WrestleTalk.com/support. Do you think they're gonna be revealed as the Grizzled Young Druids?
It's been weeks. I've been trying to hide from this, but SPGacy, you're right. Your way of thinking is correct. I've been wrong the whole time. I am officially a dyad. Yes, guys, it's me. It was me all along. It was me, Gacy. It was me, SP, all along.
This is the greatest moment in our history doing this podcast. You have come to the other side. You realize that the grass is greener on the other side.
I'm with you, man. Like you know, I was trying to hide it, but I go to sleep every night. My bathrobe, I've had this for years, was calling me. It said, "It's your calling." Do not ignore what he's saying. You've been preaching, and now I'm converted. Love is indeed blind. Grass is indeed greener on the other side. SPGacy, I'm with you. You are the spiritual king. You're the king dingaling. That's why I bought you your birthday present, because I do believe in you. I do. Yes, sir. I serve
But
thee.
you realize I brought you to the light. You have come under my guidance. SPGacy as his first member of the dyad. Thank you, Sat. Thank you, Sat Gibson. Sat Gibson, we appreciate you and we welcome you into the dyad.
Thank you, sir. Ooh, this is warm, but I'm in. I'm in.
Oh my god, that was great. You need to bring that every week. When I put up the graphic, it gives you enough time to put on the.
You know what? When you're cutting the promo, I went to myself, wait, I actually have a bathrobe that actually looks like it. So I didn't want to leave in the middle of cutting the promo. You're like, oh, is he gonna come back? So it was awkward. Also, at one point, I tied my bottoms to this. So it took me a long time to get out of it. So I was like, oh man, bless SP. He's trying to like kill time. And I'm like caught up. I legit was like trying to run and I was caught up with this. I was like, oh no. But yeah, I'm in, man. I'm all in. I'm a dyad, man. I'm a dyad. SPGacy, you are the way. I follow you.
We welcome you into the dyad, grizzled young Sat.
Yes.
That was great. That was great. Yes. And yeah, I think someone put in the chat, yes, King of the North said, welcome to the WrestleTalk monthly highlight montage. Yes, that has to be a part of it. Mods, please make it sure it's a part of it.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and jump into our next game, everybody. Now, I should let you know that this will be a team game. So here we go. Our final game is the Adam Bland Plate Paper Plate People Challenge. You guys were all asked to bring in a paper plate. So here is what's going to go down. Each person will be given a wrestler's name, and they have to create a paper plate version of that wrestler. You will have 3 minutes to create. You will all start at the exact same time. Then your partner will have to guess who you created. Now, I need everybody to close their eyes, and when I call your name, you will be provided with the wrestler that you have to create. So everybody close their eyes. We got Alex. Alex, please open your eyes. Pick a number between 1 and 6. That's not 4.
3.
3. Okay. This is your person that you have to create. Okay. And then, Sean, please open your eyes. Pick either number 2, 3, or 6.
3.
3. This is your person that you have to create.
Shit.
And then, Tempest. Please pick a number between 2 or 5 or 6. 2, 5, or 6.
6.
6. Okay. And that is your person that you have to create. All right. You guys can all open your eyes and get your paper plates ready. You can use markers. You can use construction paper, whatever you guys have. I'm actually going to give you guys 5 minutes instead because I feel like you might need more time. So let's go ahead and do it in 3, 2, 1, begin. Alex and Sean, here we go. Sean, you go first. Put yours up. And Alex, you have to guess it. 1 incorrect and you're done.
Oh, that's Darby Allin.
Right, it is.
Okay, congratulations. Now, Alex, put yours up.
Look at that art.
Is it in frame? Okay.
Wow. That art.
What?
That's
brilliant.
I'm a big fan.
I feel like this should be on display somewhere.
Thank you.
Abstract art.
Sorry, what were you just saying?
You have to pick who. You have to guess who it is that she did.
I know that, obviously.
I like his Butter's hair.
Yeah, that's what's throwing me off.
I think
That's
it's like
what's throwing me
yellow
off.
hair.
I like his winning smile.
Remember, you got 1 and you're incorrect. Like 1 and done.
He's got a cool demeanor. Look at his eyes.
Uh-huh.
There's no fear in those eyes.
Like I'm torn between 2 people. 2 people. But I'm gonna go with Thunder Rosa.
What? What?
Oh yeah, I see it.
The half face paint.
But Thunder Rosa doesn't have blonde hair.
No shit. No, neither does anybody else that I'm constantly thinking of about this right now.
Your guy does.
Okay, so Sean, your
Yes,
answer
true.
is definitely incorrect. Alex, can you please, or you know what? If somebody else can guess it, you'll get an extra 2 points. Luke,
Is it also Darby Allin?
Alex,
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Seriously?
Unbelievable.
I messed up with the numbers. Some people got Darby.
You didn't figure that out.
Wait, were we not?
It was too late.
No.
It was too late.
Incredible.
So the point is that you lost out. So Sean, you're screwed.
Shit! Thanks for letting me know.
It was too late. Okay, it was
Breaking
too late.
fucking news here.
Okay, Luke gets 2 extra points. Okay, congratulations. Unfortunately, you Sean, you screwed your team. So
That
you
was
guys get
me.
no points.
It was me that screwed my team.
Yes, it was so clear that it was
I'm very
Darby.
disappointed.
She had the black clothes, the blonde hair, and the half face.
You
How
know-
the hell is that Thunder Rosa, Sean?
I don't know. Maybe because I just fucking drew Darby on a plate.
It so isn't Thunder Rosa.
I swear to God, if 2 more people got Darby, this will be okay. It'll be okay.
All right. Next up, we got Will and Tempest. Tempest, let's go ahead and have you go first.
I don't want to be in charge if Sullivan wins again. This is for all the marbles, and I don't want to be caught deciding if Sullivan or Will win because I love both of you. So
Has
Will
Sullivan ever
truly-
won QuizzleMania?
He won it last week. Well, last time we
Technically,
did it.
yes. But
Technically.
technically, that was Jürgen Flopp, who's a fictional character who is
Yes.
played by me. So, in
Oh.
a sense, yes.
So
Show us
Will,
the plate.
truly, this is in your hands.
Okay. Thunder Rosa.
No, it's Darby Allin.
This is
No,
Darby Allin, mate.
This is
Pretty
such
obviously Darby
incredible bullshit.
that's quite clearly
This is such.
Darby Allin. Will.
This is not happening right now.
How's everybody feeling?
Yeah,
Good?
pretty good.
Okay.
Great.
Very
Rad.
I'm feeling
I'm
better than
just-
Sean.
How does this look like Thunder Rosa? There's no red. She's not blonde. I
Listen,
made his head
listen,
like
Alex.
that because he's all emo.
Listen, Alex, I know you don't win at this game much,
I
but
won. No, don't even. I am a former 2-time QuizzleMania winner. I don't win as much as you, but I've won twice.
yeah, sure. Then the bicentennial happened. Nobody remembers that shit.
All right, guys.
Anyway, usually they don't repeat answers, much less back to back.
Oh, I know.
But we got this rookie running the show up here.
Suck it, Sean. Anyways, here's the scores, guys. As of right now, last place is Alex.
Yeah.
Second to last place is Tempest.
Yeah.
Not last.
Third to last place, SRS.
Gee,
And
wonder
then-
how that would have changed.
And then after that, we have Luke. And then after Luke, right now, currently in second place is Sully. And then we have Will right now at 85 points with the lead. And Sully is at 71. Now, before you guys applaud, Will, you guys, I knew I said there was going to be some surprises here.
Oh,
Some
Jesus
unexpected
Christ.
things. So before Will gets his flowers for being the winner of QuizzleMania, you guys should know that we are having a cash-in for QuizzleMania in the bank.
Amazing.
There is going to be a cash-in surprise. So
Incredible.
there are 6 briefcases here. 6 briefcases. One of these has a cash-in. Whoever cashes in is winning. Whoever cashes in is winning.
Yes, it's gonna be Sullivan. Sullivan's gonna win.
This is the most ridiculous
Now,
WWE
Hold
booking
on.
I've
Here's
ever
the other
heard.
thing. Here's the other
So
thing.
much
There's
fun.
6 here, but because Will is in the lead, he does not get to pick a briefcase. It's only everybody else here. So if the briefcase that has the cash in doesn't get selected, Will retains and he stays champion.
So Will has officially won QuizzleMania, correct?
Unless one of you guys gets the briefcase that cashes in and you're automatically the winner.
I feel like Will should have technically won this, and then the cash-in is completely separate.
No, the cash-in is with this.
Then what does he
If you win
retain?
the WWE title and then somebody cashes in on you, I still have that title.
No,
He still
because
can
the rules
claim.
are the rules for this are that this person cashes in, you are a guaranteed win. It's a guaranteed win. This is my freaking QuizzleMania. It's a guaranteed win, Sean. That's what I've decided.
QuizzleMania.
That's what I've decided.
Denise.
Sleep with one eye open, Denise.
Will is being punished for winning.
No. He has a chance. Somebody here could not select the winning briefcase, and then Will retain. Hey, I told you this was going to be anarchy. Every rule that you guys have known from QuizzleMania is out the door.
These
are my rules.
This is like Rick Knox, like reffing a tag match and just looking the other way as somebody gets hit over the head with a fucking hammer.
Well, then watch it happen.
Boys,
QuizzleMania, money in the bank.
You know that Will spent days, weeks even, researching wrestlers' nipples for this today.
And for what? I went to Target for all of this stuff here.
The disrespect.
Give him the win at least, and then say
Here we
it's
go.
cash
right.
enough.
Well, are you ready?
Go ahead.
So our runner-up is Sully.
Okay.
Now this could end right away. Like Sully could literally get the winning briefcase,
Sully,
and then that's
you're in
it.
the
Like
best
Sully will win this. All right.
Go on, Sullivan.
So we're gonna start with Sully because he's the runner-up.
Oh, you should go last.
Sullivan, you got
You
this.
should be the last one.
You got this, Sully.
So Sully,
You need to build anticipation.
please pick a briefcase.
Friendos.
I'm going to
Good.
go for number 4.
Church of Lovely Friendos.
Oh.
Nothing.
Oh.
Okay,
He choked it.
Alex and Luke's still in there.
All right.
Still in there.
Next up, it's actually supposed to be Luke. So Luke,
Okay, cool.
you're next.
Come on, Luke.
I got the same one. We are the number ones.
Number 1. Nope.
Oh.
Nothing.
It's all
All right.
It's all gonna happen.
Look at Will right now. Look, he is just incredulous. He can't
He's
believe
got
it.
a 1/6 chance of winning. He's got such a low chance of winning.
Sean, pick a number.
Do it for Dale, number 3.
No.
Ah!
Oh.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Is that outrageous?
Of all the people.
Oh my God, Tempest! I beat you again. 7 times. 7 times.
Poor Will.
Well, I'm sorry.
So you guys know there was other ones were blank.
This is like Bobby Roode and James Storm in like what was it, 2011? Who gives a shit? We're exactly the same. Oh,
Congratulations, Sean. You win QuizzleMania.
Yeah, I
Second
do.
place, Will. He got screwed.
listen, I know a lot of things were said today. I think the format's good. I like it. I wouldn't change a thing.
You were the one shitting on my idea.
Listen.
You were the one shitting on it.
Wasn't
You
run
should have
the
been
tape.
like, you know what? Screw
Run the
this damn
tape.
booking, but there's a chance for me to win.
Who cares? Run the tape. I didn't say any of that shit. I love it. I think you're a good booker. I think you're a smart woman. I said all this at the top of the show. Oh, wait. You know what? I also got this. Who gives a shit about this?
I
Worthless.
fucking paid for that
'Cause
shit.
I got this. I am the QuizzleMania champion for the 7th time. 7? I haven't even tried to win this game for like a year.
Will
I
was
actively
robbed.
stopped.
Will was totally.
Will was robbed.
Y'all
Will.
should have
Not a real
picked a better number.
How would that affect
I didn't even get a draw number.
We didn't even get a chance.
Because it went in order.
He should have gotten to pick first.
He should have had the opportunity to pick first.
No, I wasn't
No, there's a ranking system. I went with this runner-up, the next runner-up, and the next runner-up. Okay, I honored my ranking system.
I had something very serious to say, very serious, because I know a lot of crazy stuff has happened in the last week. I just want to say, somebody update the Wikipedia right fucking now. Do it right now. Put me on there, 7-time champion.
Okay, so can I give the final things, by the way? So
what's the matter with one?
Hold on. Hey, I think I would feel some sort of like happiness with like, okay, well, Will's second place, third place was Sully, then Luke was fourth place, and then Tempest, and then Alex.
This is the worst thing I've ever been a part of.
Hey, it's the best thing you've ever been a part of.
Oh my god!
All right.
So bad about taking that from Sully.
Yeah. Oh no. No, you don't have to feel bad at all, Tempest. You are not the villain here today. I'll tell you that.
The real villain was Darby Allin.
It's Sean's version of Darby Allin, not mine.
I feel like this cash-in would have been just like Carmella's, where Denise is like, are you sure you want to cash this in? Are you sure? I don't think you do. Can we change your mind?
I'm voting myself Booker of the Year.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. That's the end of QuizzleMania, but before we wrap up, so the game portion is officially over. Anybody who has to go can go. We just have a couple of ultra chats to read, and then we'll wrap it up. There's literally just like 10. Red Who 93 says,
I said, actually.
Trying to get the show done, Sean.
Denise, why are you treating all these people like they're an inconvenience? They paid to talk to us, Denise.
I'm trying to read their super chat. You're talking about God knows what.
I'm just saying, this is why you are where you are in your career, and I am where I am.
I know. I need to stop.
QuizzleMania champion.
You're right, Sean. You're right. I need to stop being on every crappy Raw post show on Fightful because it sucks.
You should. That's what you should do. You should stick to hosting QuizzleMania all the time because that's clearly a more lucrative career move for you. I'm just saying, all these wonderful people spent their money to talk to us, Denise. And I think we should respect them.
They don't even like you, Sean.
Well, you know what?
That you stole the victory from Will.
Doesn't matter to me. I like them.
You say this, Denise, like it isn't your fault that Will's victory was
Hey, all I'm saying is this. This could have been anybody else, all right? Y'all had a chance.
They didn't want it to be anyone else. They wanted it to be Will.
We all wanted it to be Will.
Will will have to come back. Will have to come back to QuizzleMania and get his opportunity. So there, I set it up so Will can come back. Moving on.
You could have set it up for me to defend.
Tempest and Alex didn't get a chance.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
I'm just here so I won't get fined. I don't know. Listen, Will is a walking encyclopedia. If it was actual real trivia, he would do amazing. But this was just fun. It was fun.
Listen, I love Will, but on this day, I turned Will Washington into Won't Washington, and I stole his championship.
Oh my god!
I would have gone with Will washed, but you
no. I like what I went with.
Red Who 93 says, Denise, you screwed Will just to give it to Sean. How could you? First of all, I did not give it to Sean. Sean chose the damn right number. Okay, I was hoping that things worked out in a different way, but they did it. So it's so be it.
You screwed him. You turned him into Will Washed. How was that?
Look,
got him.
I check the receipts. I have been anti-Money in the Bank for a number of years now. Pretty much since Brock won it.
Listen, she even booked it like WWE. I posted the other day that no woman has held Money in the Bank briefcase for longer than a day since Carmella. And WWE, she went with a WWE booking. She made me cash in before you even won, Will.
Hey, it's my rules, okay? This is my QuizzleMania for today, okay? When I say goes.
I tried to get him a title reign, even. I tried to talk you into giving him a title reign because it was the right thing to do.
No, I don't care about the right thing to do. Okay? Okay?
I don't care about the right thing.
Moving on.
That's a t-shirt.
Legit Thunderboss. It says 3 days after Juneteenth, and this is how we do. Will, shame on you, Denise. Why is everybody mad at me?
Denise, she just walked out on screen, said, "Then now together forever," and threw the mic and hopped down the stairs. Denise does not care. She is so toned down.
I'm about to start coming out walking like this.
And John Cena's going to be on next week, by the way.
20 seconds. I will be right back.
I broke Will. Oh no, Will's coming with some vengeance. Will coming with some vengeance.
Will's gonna bring his own money in the bank.
Let's see what we got here. This is from Bobby M, who says, in the beginning, Sean asked Denise to just let him win. In the end, Denise literally said, screw the point. Sean wins. Smells like an inside job. We all work for the same company, and I hate Sean Ross Sapp.
Do you though?
I do.
Listen, is that what you were saying when you told me in the DMs? Pick number 3, please.
Oh
It's
yeah,
better
for
for
sure,
viewership.
bro. For sure. Okay, Will, did I break Will?
Oh, yes.
Will?
You absolutely broke me. Here's the thing.
Let's go.
See, of course, this is how it goes down. Right after Juneteenth, right after we get it recognized as a federal holiday, I get screwed out of what I rightfully earned. The system is set up. It was set up for me to fail. It was absolutely set up for me to fail. And it was set up by Denise Salcedo.
Hold on.
I don't.
Denise Salcedo is the system. We must dismantle Denise Salcedo. Oh, hold on. Even we must dismantle Denise Salcedo in order for us to prosper. That is the only way.
Is this it? We done?
My God.
It's never done. The work is never done.
It feels kind of dirty bragging about this now, so I'm just gonna put this down.
We're all the white boy in the audience putting up his fist in the gift. We're like
Okay, that's it. I've lost control of this QuizzleMania.
Lost control.
I don't think you have control.
All right.
At no point. There was never. We started with bonus points.
Order. Okay, order in the house. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, first and foremost, QuizzleMania Money in the Bank was gonna happen whether Luke was the winner, whether Alex was the winner, whether freaking Sean Ross Sapp was
Denise,
the winner.
you hate me. You made the rules. You could have literally just said, Sean, you start with negative 100 points. There's nothing I could have done. And you're like,
going to be trying to set you up for failure from the
What?
beginning. I was trying to be fair to you.
You said what? We just did a cash-in and 2 Darby Allins, and somebody started with like 23 points. How
No, look at Alex starting with 13 points. Okay, can we move on now, please?
Moving on. Let's.
Moving
Are
on.
we
We got
entering
3
anymore?
more to go
Three
here.
more.
Super chats.
Ocho Uno says, I appreciate Tempest. Who's that? What's that? Okay.
Sean.
That's a terrible ringtone, Sean.
There's a music box, you jackass.
I appreciate Tempest's integrity in not wanting to correctly guess Luchasaurus because Will gave the clue. Also, how come no one's talking about that? Also, Denise, what are you doing? Just poor Will. What? Okay, why are people mad that Sully didn't get the right number? He had a chance. He could have won this. not my fault. Sean chose the damn number 3.
This is such a
By
Twitter.
winning the quiz.
They'll always be mad. It's the internet. They'll
Oh,
always
that
be
is such
mad.
a Twitter troll bullshit thing to do. Is why aren't people talking about that? Don't see anybody bringing
Hold on,
this up.
hold on. I will say this. This outcome got us a bunch of ultra chats, so you're welcome. You're welcome for making y'all money. Moving on. This
I'm
is from
sorry, does the
Christian-
money go to us?
Christian J says Denise's QuizzleMania booking makes even less sense than WWE's. This is the worst formatted QuizzleMania ever. Adam will be rolling over in his bed, heaving nightmares about this day. Will was screwed. Justice for Will. Denise is like Vince Russo's 2000s WCW. Bro, I just made a big ass baby face in Will Washington.
And you just said bro. Like they just got called
Exactly.
Vince
I did that on purpose.
No, Denise. It's the same thing that WWE does. They're like, how do we build somebody? I don't know. We treat them like shit and job them out.
There you
eventually,
go.
Eventually,
There you go.
people will get
And
sick
it works
of it.
for my QuizzleMania.
Oh,
all right. Last
This
super
is-
chat of the oh shit, more came in. Okay, this is last call, guys. Last call for ultra chats. Okay, this is from Legit
Why?
Thunderbus, who says this quiz is my drug. Give me 3 spoons. You're welcome.
The legit
Free
Thunderbust.
spoons. God damn. They're freebasing QuizzleMania? That's a little aggressive.
William Rosmer says, I can't believe we got SummerSlam 23 ending to this QuizzleMania.
Hold on. The Wikipedia has been changed. It
To?
says Sean Ross Sapp wins, and then under notes it says Denise screwed Will Washington.
Yes.
Oh
Yes,
my
absolutely.
God.
Absolutely.
Hey, you know, there's some people that like me here. Denise is the villain we deserve. You're welcome. Oh my God, Will, this is your villain origin story.
I thought he was a baby face.
Well, now he's going to be a villain. Jesus, okay? Follow along. I'm WWE programming. We change on the same show. All right.
Man.
All right, guys.
You're
I
amazing.
think that's it for the ultra chats unless anything comes in.
Yep.
Actually, yes, a couple more. Sorry, guys. Last call, guys. Last call. This one is from Ultra Uno, who
Well,
says,
it worked the
Stop
first time you
sending
said
money.
it.
Oh,
yeah, nobody
Stop sending
cares.
us money. Stop doing this. I don't want to ever host this again, so don't give them any incentive for me to do it, she says.
All right. Otro Uno says, Denise, he said he's quoting this from our show. Denise, I don't care about the right thing to do. Also, Denise, why is everyone mad at me? All right. And we officially got the all done notice here today. Before we go, guys, everybody, what, Luke? What did I forget?
No, you didn't forget anything. I mean, we've got to do the sponsor plug. I just wanted to give a shout out to, I think, the most underrated line from this episode, which is, it's a music box, jackass.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Okay. Apparently, I'm a villain.
Luke, Pete, I had a thought before we began this.
I wonder what
stream.
that sound was.
Yep. Thank you, mate. I had a thought that in the spirit of Forbidden Door, you know, it's AEW New Japan, big crossover and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I thought in the spirit of Forbidden Door, I'd like to try something similar. We can't really do a proper Forbidden Door style thing, but I thought I'd open our equivalent of the Forbidden Door.
You mean there's a forbidden door? Like, what, a pay-per-view forbidden door? Like, what kind of door are we opening? We'll see. But, like, what do you mean? Is it someone cool? Is it, like, what can I expect here?
It's someone very cool.
I don't think I could possibly imagine what there's a... What? What?
here he is.
No!
Come sit down, buddy.
No!
Let's go.
No! What?
Forbidden Door, pal.
Tendon.
Let's go. Today's the day, buddy. Yeah.
Can you also scissor me?
No. Repeat those.
Tempest is here, everyone!
L-I-W
For life!
Yeah!
I live here now!
I was going to say, Tempest, that's my question to you. How long are you in the UK for?
Forever, Luke!
Yeah!
I live here now!
It's here now, everyone! Tempest is in the UK!
Oh, man! I'm so happy you're here! This is so much fun!
I think we haven't done anything. We need to do something yet.
What's that?
Hey! Victory party! Yes!
Right,
Let's go!
Hold on, I need to get a photo for this for the old socials.
Absolutely.
Because Abby will need this. Hold on. Yeah! I'll send that to Abby right now. Oh, yep, here we go, everyone. Tempest is here!
Tempest is here and will be here for the foreseeable.
Oh, no, the way we're saying the foreseeable. Until he fucks up and we send him back to Canada.
Please. I can't go back.
Yes.
It's so cold, Luke.
Oh, you haven't had a winter here yet.
Winter in Canada?
I don't know. Are winters in Canada worse than our winters here?
Yes.
You reckon?
Significantly.
I don't know, man. We handle them really poorly.
We handle them terribly, but the winters are worse in Canada.
I'm so prepared for the most lackadaisical weather I've ever experienced. Just for people to say it's too hot, it's too cold.
Yeah.
I've got a question here from James that just said, I'm curious, have you ever seen Tempest without the mask on? Like in person over a video call? It's certainly got my brain working. I don't think I've ever seen your regular face.
No.
No, it's just
Never.
always man
Always
in the
on.
mask.
This is my face.
Always and forever.
Do you ever wonder how I got these guys? Alright, I'm ready.
No, here we go.
Cheers!
Cheers to Tempest!
Forbidden Tour, everyone,
Tour.
and welcome to the United Kingdom.
Thank you
You've
so
made a
much.
mistake.
Oh,
it's wonderful. It's bad. You know what
It's
Tempest
bad
wrote?
everywhere.
He's
bad. Right, you know.
It's bad
He's
everywhere.
right, he's right.
Oh,
They're ripping out his pockets!
Oh, they're in the pockets. Here comes Roppongi Vice.
Pongy Vice, makes sense.
Oh, the United Empire stand tall again.
You know who needs to come out for the save? Oh, who's this? What? Oh my god! Oh my god, it's Shibata!
Shibata? What?
Shit!
What?
Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's Shibata!
Oh my god!
Oh!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No! Holy shit! Oh my god,
Oh my
Shibata
God.
Osprey! Shibata Osprey! Oh!
Oh my god!
Look at him! Look at him go!
Oh, give me all of this!
Yeah. Oh! Nope. Oh no. Nope. Oh, yes. By the way, I'm a real person. I just fight for real. Oh!
Here we go. Oh, God.
Oh! God. So awesome to see this again. There he goes!
Yeah.
And grab his foot and pull him away.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I was like in the middle of saying Toru Yano needs to come save him. This was in fact better.
I don't know, Tempest.
I don't remember
Oh, my goodness me. Shibata Orange Cassidy.
Yes, sir.
Now that's a match.
I might be looking forward to that match more, honestly.
Look at this, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thumbnail picture.
What a show. 10 out of 10.
What a show.
10 out of 10.
12 out of 10. Here we go. Pump up some volume, Pete.
Crowd are going nuts.
The crowd are
Would
popped.
really
The crowd
be
are
nice
popped.
if we could see who it is.
The crowd are popped.
Would be really great if we could see who it is.
It's Claudio!
Let's go!
And he's proper Claudio Castagnoli as well with a name.
Castagnoli. And he's in the Blackpool Combat Club. Let's go!
Yes!
Yes!
Oh, it looks so cool.
Now we're getting Claudio versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, what a symbol for him as well.
Oh, let's go!
Yeah, let's go.
I just loved that as a whole thing. I actually love the crowd, seeing the crowd reaction first to like Bill. I was like, but ooh!
Hell yeah.
Yes, Claudio! Oh, so good!
Well, that's the thumbnail right there.
Absolutely brilliant.
Oh my god! And now we get to see
And
Claudio Castagnoli versus Zack Sabre Jr.
we get to see Claudio outside of a WWE
WWE.
ring for the first
Like,
time
we
in
had-
So long.
We've had so many teasers of so many great Cesaro matches of being like, this guy is so good. And now finally we actually get to see him against Zack Sabre Jr. of all people. Whoa.
Oh, mate, Techers.
Let's go, Claudio.
Look at his nice tights as well.
Yeah. Let's go, Swiss!
I'm so curious to see Claudio out. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, he killed him! Oh my god, is he just gonna. What? 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 1, 2.
Oh!
What? Whoa!
Is it too late for Claudio Castagnoli to be the wrestler of the year 2022?
Oh my god!
And Liu Zihao says, trying to avoid spoilers, but not going on social media. And the first thing I see on YouTube is Tempest in person. Love you guys more than the Forbidden Door. Hopefully you didn't miss the new cat too much, Tempest. Jam that jam. That cat is a slut. That cat went and found a different house to go and get free milk and water. And
that made
food
leaving
for.
easier.
I thought what we had was special. It's hurt. I cuddled that cat.
Screw you, Wanda.
Yeah, Wanda somewhere else.
Okay, so far, these are our entrants into Jam in the Jar. It is Sullivan Bo Brown, it is Pete Quinnell, it's me, it's Sat, it's Oliver Davis. Would you like another entrant?
Yes.
No.
Any guesses, anyone? It, of course, is McDonald's boy himself, Andrew Datson. And now, could you pick him a lady, please?
There's one of two.
It is one of two. He's either got Raquel Rodriguez or he has got Lacey Evans.
Not bad choices, honestly.
And he has got Lacey Evans.
America.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
And could you please pick him out a man?
America here. Save the mother.
He's
FMA,
got...
yeah.
I'm so fucking happy.
Stop swearing at him.
I don't know, it's worth a swear. He's got Sami Zayn, which means Seth Rollins is for the last person, and I know who the last person is. He's got Sami Zayn. He's not going to win. He might actually, but no, he's probably not.
Sammy ain't winning. Come on, mate. Sammy ain't winning.
No, you haven't. Do me a favour.
Pull the other one.
Seth Rollins is still in the box. Of course he's not. No.
When you picked it out, I was like, well, I know that one is. So, yeah.
Oh dear.
Which brings us to our final match. It is the Money in the Bank, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. It is Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus versus Mas versus versus Sheamus versus Sami Zayn versus Riddle versus Sheamus versus TBD.
Can we do the last?
Which brings us to our final entrant into this year's Jam in the Jar. Because of course, oh no, that's the wrong graphic. It's because of course we have Sullivan. Because of course we have Pete. We have myself. We have Sat. We have Ollie. We have Andy Datson. Back by popular demand. Hasn't been seen since the Royal Rumble. It's Sock Puppet Sullivan is entering himself into this year's Jam in the Jar.
The puppet's gonna win! The puppet's gonna win!
Tempest, can I please get you to pick out?
The puppet gets Raquel.
Oh,
and what name does the puppet get out of the box?
Adam,
let me have a root around.
I would like for you to pick out. Have a root around. Make sure there are no extra names in there.
So the Sock Puppet Sullivan has backed to win. It's Seth freaking Rollins. Good pick, Puppet. It might pan out for you, you know.
Oh.
We're gonna have a Sock Puppet and Mr. Chester.
And he gets to jam it in. He might become. We might have a Sock Puppet as champion.
I can't lose this to a puppet.
It's Sullivan's way in. He can't win it as himself. He's got to go to that dark place. It's like Finn Balor and the Demon.
The name on the contract does say Sullivan.
But it doesn't specify man or sock.
That is everything to me. I can't believe that shook out the way it did.
It really is good, isn't it? Vandalia 1998 sent, Tempest, are you going to be WrestleTalk's first person to hold the championship and the QuizzleMania trophy at the same time? Lol, no, because Tempest lost it last week.
Yeah.
Came last.
Sean is champion. People haven't heard my reaction to that, by the way. I'm absolutely fuming. How dare you, Denise Salcedo, besmirch the great name of QuizzleMania. Unimpeachable in terms of officiating that show was. How dare you? Genuinely as a board gamer, the QuizzleMania in the bank, I'm beside myself.
Yep, as Sullivan said, the whole quiz was ultimately pointless.
Unbelievable.
Also, you didn't see one of my favorite moments of the show. It's because Denise was so worried that she wasn't going to be able to keep score during it. So she asked the moderator to keep score. However, Denise failed to realize that there is a 20-second delay between us and the live broadcast, and our moderator was watching the live broadcast. So Denise is like, okay, so here's the scores. I haven't been updated yet. All right, well, just waiting for them to be updated. They'll be updated. Just a second. Why haven't the moderators updated the scores yet? I'm like, Denise, there's a 20-second delay.
And then it was all pointless.
Yeah, we didn't need any points. The whole game was pointless.
It was pointless in the end.
Pick a winner out of a hat.
Yeah. Just pick a number.
Sure.
Pick a number between 1 and 6.
Congratulations, you did it.
Punished,
Good job, Sean.
Punished Will for doing well. Matt says, Adam, how do you feel about Denise going full Vince Russo with QuizzleMania? Legit the funniest and most chaotic show I've ever seen. Then the only lesson learned is that you never trust a Swiftie.
Unbelievable. She's never coming back in any way, shape, or form. She's not allowed to say QuizzleMania ever again. Unbelievable.
So she's not even going to be a contestant on it.
Never again. I'll die first.